Most people blame unproductive meetings on poor agendas, too many people, or endless slides. That's not really the problem. The real culprit here is weak verbal structure. The things we say or don't say that helps keep meetings stay focused, or meetings that could lead people being distracted, which ultimately leading to zero progress or very little progress. If you're a working adult, you're most likely looped into meetings more than you like. Research shows that most professionals spend at least 10 hours a week in meetings, and 70% of them feel unproductive by just being there. Perfect agendas are a good idea, but they really don't work when there's no one enforcing it in real time. Treat agendas like maps and verbal structures like a voice GPS that helps you navigate through it. Good agendas can lead people astray, distracted, people will zone out, and side stories happen. In this clip, I'll share with you 3 tools that you can use immediately to cut waste, respect people's time, and lead to quicker decision making. Also, I'll add on some quick tips to help enhance your meeting. This can apply to huddles, project reviews, even remote meetings and such. Let's start. First, the decision first framework. Most meetings start and opens passively. It will go something like this. Any updates? And it will be passed along to the members in the meetings without any time constraint. People would share their long stories, their updates that might be irrelevant, and you're just stuck there, zoning out slowly. Then the meeting will amount to little progress. Instead of doing that, use this method instead. Start with an outcome-based statement. Say this. Today we're discussing Q2 marketing budget allocation. The meeting will end in an hour. If we finish sooner, we'll all get our time back. We'll discuss current state of the budget, top priorities, and what's next for it. So why does this work so well? From a human psychology standpoint, you have created a shared purpose for everyone. And people are incentivized to move faster. You see, people, when they see the reward and they can feel it soon, they do tend to move faster. Next, the polite pivot. The polite pivot acts as a lifesaver. Whenever you notice that your colleagues is moving astray or getting really lengthy in their points, this gives you permission to politely interrupt them and get them back on track. Say this when that happens. I noticed that was a good insight. Let's add that to the follow-up list and circle back to that while we focus on the core goal so that everyone can leave the meeting on time. See, by doing that, it keeps everyone on track. And for those companies who operate on a hybrid model, you can equalize the contribution by looping in your remote colleagues. You can see something like this. For those who are online, what are your thoughts on this idea? By doing that, you can make them feel heard and nobody would overshare, and you will even encourage the quiet ones to contribute. Lastly, the inhibitor check. Have you been in a situation where your boss ends the meeting with any final questions? Everybody just looks around, kept quiet, they nod and smile, and your boss assumes that everything's okay. When everyone leaves the meeting, no progress is made, at least not by much. So what went wrong is that the blockers weren't addressed. So the better method is to address blockers or risks sooner. Have everyone go person by person to just share the concerns and thoughts about what's stopping them or what could stop them from achieving the goal. It's better to find out now and address that during the meeting than finding out later when excuses start piling up. So here are some of the quick tips that could help you enhance and level up your business meetings. First, the time constraint box. Give every member a prompt, maybe a win and blocker, and give them 2 minutes or less to address any points on that prompt. This stops people from dominating the conversation and encouraging the quiet ones to share and contribute. Second tip, the decision driving prompt. When you notice that your meeting is being stalled, just collect the observations that you have made and get a sentiment check on what your team feels about the decision. For example, what are your guys' thoughts about decision A? Thumbs up if yes, sideways if unsure, and go from there. And lastly, a healthy recap is always helpful. Summarize what went through the meeting, make sure that all the decision makers and action takers are aware of what the duties are, what the objectives are, have them nod and agree that everyone is on the same page. And when that's good, address blockers and conclude the meeting. So that makes people feel more accountable when you verbalize that. So high impact meetings aren't about fancy slides or strict rules. They are about using the right sentence at the right moment to create clarity, to save people time and drive progress.